things. So today we're just going to lay a foundation, and then next Sunday and the next Sunday after that we're really going to dig deep into what marriage really is and what it's about. Because if it's done correctly, man, I've been married 28 years, and I have young people all the time ask me at work, 29 years, so I don't keep up with the dates. But I have young people all the time at work in their 20s ask me, you know, are you happy? And I always say, yeah. And they always say, well, how do you know? And I always say the same thing. She told me I was happy. I know I'm happy. She told me. So that's my one joke before I get in trouble and dig a ditch, and this summer's going to get in trouble. I'm going to skip on past that. But with that being said, God made someone special for us, for each and every one of you. I wouldn't be where I am today if God would not have paired me up with my wife. Some of you would not be in this church today if you wasn't paired up with God who told you who to pair up with. And the difference is where I'm going with this. The difference between love and lust is this. Lust will always leave you wanting more. Love will always want to get in you without anything in return. There's a big difference. I see people get married because of lust. 3-4 years later, they're divorced because there was no love. Christ is all love. And if there's no love in the marriage, you need to find out why. God has ordained, young people, someone just right for you. I can remember when I was a young man and I was looking for that just right one. Now, I had a lot of Pintos and little dump trucks come around me, but they wasn't just right for me. I wanted a nice one. So I met my nice one. And when I met her, I knew right in my brain. I looked at her and I said, I'm going to marry that. And I'm going to tell you, my buddy Philip was with me. He said, dude, you didn't even get to talk to that. She's at your league. I said, I claim this. And I wasn't even really going to church, but I claimed that. She didn't know it. And this is how good God is in marriage. I didn't think I had a chance. But God in all His wisdom, she was using me to get to another friend. I'm okay with being used. It turned out okay. See that? I know. But you see, God lays the foundation. And when He made her, I said, it was good. See, Adam looked at his wife, and when he saw her, he said it was good. It was just right. She was just right to make Adam fulfill his purpose. Everything Adam was not, she was. If I would have had to pick a woman, I don't think I would have picked a woman with her personality. I just wouldn't. But she was everything I needed. Because I was the type of man that left everything laying on the floor. I was the type of man that just needed a woman to clean up after me. But I was also the type of man that needed somebody to put a strong foot behind him and make me do the right thing. And that's how good God is to me. He knew exactly what I needed. And when He created Wendy, He said, she is just right for Billy. When God created your spouse, He looked and He smiled and He said, that is just right. Young kids, look for the just right. Don't settle. When we settle, it ain't right. She will not help, or he will not help us follow our God-given destiny. The most important thing on this earth is not what you have, but it is what you've done for the kingdom of God. And if you're always fighting with your spouse, you're never going to get nothing done for the kingdom of God, because you are broken and they are broken. The just right is coming. Some of you went through multiple marriages. That's okay, because you're with the just right now. It's okay, guys. Young people, if you're wanting to get married, ask God for the just right. And when you know, you'll know. You don't have to test drive in this generation.
Amen.
We don't have to do that. We'll know that we knew. I knew when I bought Wendy, I got the extended warranty so we can go to heaven together. I got it all. But marriage is so wonderful. But marriage is so wonderful because the days I don't want to come to church, she did. The days I couldn't believe from next week to the next week for finances, she did. The days she was down, I believe forward. But for you younger kids, and I believe this is what a church really is, it's our job to help y'all not make the same mistakes we made. In marriages, there is no greater thing than to have a couple around you that will help you.
Amen.
Because marriage is a test and it's a struggle. It's like your salvation. Every day you wake up and it seems like the enemy's trying to come at you. All I ever wanted was respect. Even when I played my little army men when I was a little kid, I'd line them all up just like this. And in my head I was playing and someone would get out of subordinate and I'd thump them to the side. We said, hey, you know, you got to respect me. I'm the general. I created all you little suckers on the ground. So I grew up and I thought the world's mentality applied to my wife. Woman, do as I say. Now listen, when you first get married, you're going to try it. I'm going to say you something, young kids. A lot of knots because it don't work that way. I thought it did. But I never forget this. Every time I would say something, she would argue with me. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I am man, hear me roar. That's what I was thinking. God created man, I'm over you. You do as I say. But God said for me to love her and for her to respect me. There's a difference. Men go to war over respect. Women are raised to love. You don't believe me? Go in the nursery. I guarantee you, my little jelly bean's in there with the little baby doll trying to stuff something in its mouth. Titus over there with little cars, crashing them up. There's no love. It's just boom, 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 and there's love in her. There's a difference in how we communicate. Women want love. Men always want respect. We do. I want my wife to respect me, but respect is always earned. It's like at work. Supervisor tells you something, you earn your respect. Yes, you're my supervisor, but you earn it. And it's the same thing with my wife. She gave me respect when she could trust I was hearing God. Love is not beating a woman over her head. There's too many in the house of God that take the scriptures and they manipulate it to a way that it makes them be able to beat up their wife. Christ so loved the church that He gave His life. As a husband, I must give up my wills and my desires for my wife.